EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico, Greg Oltz are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Milroe. He'll take a shot for Watson. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
Third, they need 8. From the gun, it's Milroe. Throwing on his back foot, and it's taken in. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Now Milroe on 1st down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
3rd and long. It's Milroe. Open man's got it. That's Sharp. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Returning is Tutu Atwell. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyren Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. They'll go again here with Williams. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
26. A 2-yard
So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Velus Jones back deep. Return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. It's 2nd down.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative, freeing him up.
Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop, and that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
2nd and 10. To the air, it's Milroe. Pass brought in by Chark. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Once again, it's Walker. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
1st and 10 at the
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Milroe. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's Walker.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Here's Milroe to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
There's a lot of ways for defensive linemen to disrupt the passing game. That's everything about today's modern NFL. How do you disrupt the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable? Of course, sacking him is a great way, but even getting your hands up in those throwing lanes and tipping passes, that is so frustrating for these quarterbacks.
Headed left, buying time. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Durant.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. It's out wide to Williams. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back where you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They put Adams in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Williams gets it on the draw. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I don't mind the play call, Mike. We've seen him on this possession have a lot of success through the air. So now you try to change it up and think the defense is selling out to stop the pass. Just try to sneak a draw in there. Not much luck. They're able to take you down for a loss.
Second and 11. He'll look to throw. To the left side, and Adams has it. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and a 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
Certainly not the biggest gain by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the first down.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We're back to Seattle after this. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the give, it's Williams. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. off. Play action. He'll set up to throw. Open is the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
And that's just an awesome play, especially in the midst of that kind of pressure. The second his head turned around, there was a guy right in his face, but he gets the ball out quick, right as he's being hit, and his guy does the rest with the ball in his hands.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. To throw. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Rams.
A tight end in motion now. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They put Adams in motion. Receiver in motion, headed left. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He's got his big tight end, Terrence Ferguson. Touchdown, Rams. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Second and a yard. Throwing is Milroe. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick-6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick-6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick-6.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throwing now, Milroe on first down. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. He's got it. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Atwell. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They put Adams in motion. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
At their own 30-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
Made at the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Now it's Milrow. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jared Verse. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
29-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Out of the gun, here's a run of the gut. Has an opening, past the 40. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. That is a big gainer for the Rams. 37 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
The motion man is Nakua. They motion the slot man left. They're going to put a man in motion to the right. They'll try the right side with Williams. Finding room to the 20. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, L.A.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 5-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Williams. He slams it in there, and he is in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, L.A. touchdown #1 for him on the year. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Seahawks 3.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. From the shotgun, it's Milroe. To the left side, he finds Kraft. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Milroe. Inside the 10, it is Cost. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. To throw again is Milroe. They're called in at the 2. Going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal. But right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Now, the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. A give, and here comes Williams. He did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They put Adams in motion. A run now on 2nd down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's 3rd and 2. Pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the 3rd down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
They'll run, and that is Jarquez Hunter angling to the sideline inside the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9. There. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
3rd down and 9. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he will get into the end zone. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Makes the score Rams 28, Seahawks 10.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On 1st down, it's Milroe. Open is the tight end, Kraft. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
From the gun, it's Milroe. That is caught by Chark. And he will score. DJ Chark, touchdown Seattle. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Atwell. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
Take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Travel start on the ground. He's going to be marked down up around the 33. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. Throwing now on 1st and 10. A short one there to Bellinger. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down, Rams.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
The 46-yard line.
One of the tight ends in motion right. They'll stick with him again. And this a slight improvement over the previous play. They're going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last 2 plays are a great example why.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. They'll get this across midfield. It's brought down following a pickup of 5.
To the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Now movement up front. It's a big decision coming from the officials. Who's the penalty on? Punt team headed out for the Rams as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 15-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Milrow to throw. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And now he loses the football. He may go. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.